Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Chris Legaspi, and today we are going to continue with the Painting for Beginners Bootcamp. Today we're going to go through my number one exercise for learning how to paint and learning how to paint in color. My number one exercise for learning how to paint and learning how to paint in color. My number one exercise for learning how. All right, I don't know how that happened. Today we're going to go through my number one exercise for learning how to paint and learning how to paint in color. We're going to do a burnt umber rub out. And it's basically a painting using only one color, and that will be burnt umber. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go through the whole process with you and share some of the materials. It's very easy, very simple, very fun, and it's the perfect exercise. Perfect exercise for beginner painters. Sorry about that. There's maintenance people trying to come into my house, so I gotta respond with my phone. Jeez, where am I here? Great, I gotta reset the camera. So close. We were so close to not having it. Okay, where am I here? How's the frame? Oh God. All right. Okay, so we're back. Okay, before we begin, I just wanted to mention that if you like this video, you like my work, you like the way I explain these concepts, I have a brand new course called Pencil to Palette. So this course is a journey from drawing to painting. So if you've been drawing for a while and you want to make the transition into painting and you want some expert guidance and you want to make the transition cleanly and easily without having to waste hours, days, and months trying to figure it out, doing it on your own, check out my new course, penciltopalette.art, penciltopalette.art. And before we begin, comment below, where are you located? Where are you watching from? What time is it for you? I'm currently in Thailand. It's Monday morning for me. Thank you for being here wherever you are. All right, what are we going to draw today? So we're going to draw our good friend, Mr. Alex Pereira here today. And while that's on screen, I'm going to show you, we're going to load our palette here. And we're going to grab some burnt umber. If I can find it. Burnt umber is probably one of the most useful colors. And this is a nice brand that I found, Shimki Massini. And this is, I live in Asia right now, so this is a nice brand that's available in Asia. Really nice, kind of reminds me of gambling a little bit, very high quality. This is some old goopy. What are we gonna do with this? It's got some blue in there, I don't know if I want to use that. So to do burnt umber rub out, you're gonna need three things. You're gonna need, besides paint, obviously, you're gonna need some kind of solvent. So I'm gonna use Gamsol mineral spirits. Here, this is ordinary mineral spirits. This is awesome. It's made by Gamblin, of course, it's awesome. This one I found in Asia. This one I had to import. So those of you who live in North America who have access to Gamblin products, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is arguably the best thinner available. It's so nice, it's so functional. It's so smooth and so pretty. So you're gonna need some kind of solvent. Mineral spirits is fine. Basically, you're gonna need something to wipe out. You're gonna need something to wipe the paint. Sorry, I keep getting text messages. To reveal the white of the canvas. So we're gonna do it basically because burnt umber is basically a tonal painting. So we're gonna use the white of the canvas as the white, and then we're gonna make tones, and then Gamsol or solvent will help remove the tones. And then we got a couple ways to wipe. I'm gonna use cloth today. You can use tissue paper. I'm also gonna use a little Q-tip here for some detail. And that's it. Take your thing and wipe it, you'll see. That is it, my friends. So, oh my God, it's a brush I forgot to wash. What's going on here? Let me take some Gamsol here. Okay, this brush is, dang, that's some old paint. Okay, good. It's just burnt umber. And I might use a little walnut oil for myself here. Yeah, you can put Alex over here. No. Jeez, pulling muscle. Okay, I'm gonna tone the canvas first, just like we did a few videos ago. Let me take a decent sized brush here. And I can use this old blob right here. So it's got flecks of old paint, but that's okay. I'm gonna rub this out. We're gonna take a cloth and rub all of this out. I just want to get some paint on there. Using a lot of solvent here because I just want to cover. The camera's in my face. And okay, should be enough. So I'm going to take my cloth here and sort of wipe. Whoa, this is quite difficult. Sorry, I have to. Camera's in my face. So it's hard for me to wipe the cloth. I'm just basically doing this. This is what you're missing. The camera's blocking my hand, so I have to take it off the thing. That's basically it, you see? It's just a nice even tone, kill the white. That's what's so cool about burnt umber. And there you go. So we'll just let that dry a little bit. Let that dry a little bit. That's what's so cool about burnt umber. So versatile. Normally I would do this a couple hours in advance so it stays nice and wet. That's a lot of glare, jeez. Let me see if I can do something about this glare. Okay, that doesn't help that much. Huh, you can see the window now. Okay, it's a little better. Let me close my window here. Okay. Let it dry a little bit. Still a little too wet for my taste. It's still very wet. Just give it a, wish I had a blow dryer. I should get a blow dryer. It's a lot of paint. Let me get it drier. I want it to be really dry. Sorry guys, gotta use my dryer here. It's gonna get noisy. Whew. Okay. That's dry enough. That's the one big thing, one of the differences of painting is just, it's very slow. Painting is very slow, actually. It's slow. Slow. I believe it was Jerome, either Jerome or Charles Barg. One of them said, painting is basically hours and hours and hours by yourself. It's just, these things take a long time. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's draw. So now we have a nice mid-tone, and basically we're going to rub out and create whites. Actually, how much time we got? Oh, we don't got time. I was thinking going to do a value scale. But just quickly, I'll show you here what this looks like. So I'm going to put a tone down, and this will represent sort of the dark the darkest I can go, so it's just pure burnt umber. That's as dark as I can go. Now I'm going to show you how I can get lighter. So this is the thing. Let's say 2 darks here. The mid-tone will be here. And then so that needs a little bit of solvent. To bring out, so it's starting to work now. I'm trying to use a touch of solvent to bring out the light. There you go, that's 1. And then I can go all the way to white, or back to the white of the canvas if I use a lot of solvent, or almost. Almost to the white. Gonna see how much of the white canvas I can bring back. It's pretty close, pretty close. And then obviously we can use thinner washes to get dark halftones. So that's pretty much the scale, you see. Mid-tone, dark halftone, dark, light halftone, and then the white. This one I could. There you go. So light halftone, highlight. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. And if we look at our reference here, I know you can't kind of see it. Let's take a look real quick. We look at our reference here. Clearly, this will be the brightest thing. So I'm already planning ahead where I'm going to wipe out or rub out. Most of his face will be here. The dark accents will be here, probably some dark accents in his shadow, but most of the shadow mask will be sort of this dark version. So really straightforward here. Piece of cake, right? Let's go. Let's go. And I don't want to use any oil or any solvent in this drawing. Just need to see where the top of the canvas is. Oh gosh, I can't even see the bottom. So the bottom is roughly here, I'm guessing. I can't see the bottom. The thing is in the way. The camera arm is in the way. And you see, it's just like drawing. The cool thing about this exercise is it's just like drawing. And then you may be wondering, oh, Chris, why don't I just use black and white? Why did we use brown? Well, brown, or burnt umber in this case, is a color. So to get good with color, you have to practice looking at color, using color. So if you're new to color, earth tones, especially burnt umber, burnt sienna, those are the ones that I like and recommend, are fantastic for learning to start to see and use color and make scales, you see? It's important for you to make value changes with your color, obviously, to make proper scales, value adjustments, value control with color. So using burnt umber will introduce you to color, and because we're only using one color and we're doing a tonal approach, we're doing a drawing approach, we're basically drawing with the brush. So we're accomplishing 2 things. We're learning how to draw with a brush, with paint and canvas, and we are learning how to control the value of color, specifically burnt umber. So color, like I said, color is basically exactly like a muscle. Well, it is a muscle. Your eyes have muscles to control your vision. So color is basically like a muscle in your eye that you have to exercise. You have to practice using these muscles to get used to them And this is the great way to start to train your eye to see and control color. So it's fantastic. And you know, I didn't invent this exercise. This was recommended to me by um, one of my mentors, Mark Westermo, was the first one I heard this from. He was a Riley stylist in LA. So those of you who like Riley method drawing, you may already be familiar with this technique, this painting exercise, burn, umber, rub out. And in fact, a lot of professional artists, illustrators, use this technique as an underpainting. They basically start their painting tonally in brown. Instead of doing tonally in only white, they start with the brown. And this dry brush is looking really nice. I'm really happy with this so far. You can already tell though how dark that mouth is. See, to me, this is basically drawing, obviously. It looks like a drawing. It's the exact same process as a drawing, but I'm using burnt umber, so this is great. This is why it's such a powerful, powerful exercise for beginners. This looks and feels like drawing to me. So that's my little block in. It's okay. It's okay. We can adjust it here or there. We can adjust it as we go. It's fine. This paint is quite this Mussini brand. The paint is quite, or at least this burnt umber is a bit dry. It does need some medium to give it some body. And that is pretty much it, my friends, for my little block in here. This guy's super tall. Anybody here UFC fans know who this guy is? He's a current champion. He's very tall. You can see how long his face, look how long his trapezius are. Look how long his traps are. He looks really tall. He is really tall. It's like 195 or something like that in centimeters. 6'4", 6'5" in US inches or whatever. Okay, so boom. We got our sketch. Now let's mass in a tone. That's all we're gonna do, really. Just gonna take a little bit of tone and just mass it in. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, it's quite dark. I'm gonna rub some of that out. That's why it's called burnt umber rub out. That's just a little too dark for my taste, for what I need. Shadow's quite dark, but I want to add my own. Wow, this is looking nice so far. Oh, that's a tough line to draw. Man, drawing with a brush, no joke. Oh man, it really tests your skill. Really, really tests your skill and your patience and your concentration. But it's so fun. And you see how important this exercise is? You know, because right now I'm basically drawing, right? So I can focus, because I'm only using one color and it has a versatile range, just like a pencil or a piece of charcoal, I can focus 100% on the drawing. So if I'm already on the brush, so if I'm already good at drawing, which if you're watching me, you should be, you should, you know, have some good drawing skills already, and I want to transition to painting, with this exercise, I can focus 100% on my brush work, my brush control, my mark making, my dexterity. Right now, my muscles in my arm are very tired, so you know, I'm feeling the workout here. It's basically a brush workout, so it's such an awesome thing to do, such a wonderful thing to do if you're new. So this is a tough edge right here. I'm learning so much about brushwork just by making this video. So imagine if you're just starting your painting journey, imagine how powerful this exercise will be for you. It takes so much more concentration to stroke properly, because the brush is heavier and there's more consequences. You know, it's a bit harder to erase than like than an ordinary pencil. And brush is heavier. This is so cool, my friends. This is this brings back a lot of memories when I was first starting. When I was first starting to paint, you know, I got so much excitement and self-esteem when it started to make sense, you know. When I first started painting trying to do it by myself, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake because I just wasted months, I would say I wasted years trying to just figure it out by myself, wasting money on materials, wasting time and money, not knowing what to do. And then when someone, showed me very simple ways to paint properly, and it started to click, my self-esteem, how you feel about yourself, of course, will naturally go up. So that was such a cool moment. And doing this now is bringing back those memories from the early days. Because to be honest, since I left America, so I left the US 8 years ago now, I haven't been painting that much, rarely. And it's only this year I started painting regularly. Now I'm painting every day. So in a way, I'm reminding myself of remembering the process of becoming a good painter again, or at least in the terms of controlling your brush, controlling your medium, controlling your marks, making quality marks. And of course, mark making is something I cover in my course. Where's my rag? Jeez. Lost my. Oh, I had a black rag. Boy, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be on camera. Maybe we can do this. There you go. So we don't need to see much of the palette. There you go. That's better. We don't we don't need to see much of the palette. There's no mixing going on really. You see how just drawing, my friends. Drawing. It's all really what I'm doing. Using my drawing skills. And instead of a charcoal or graphite, we're using paint. So we're becoming painters. We're becoming draftsmen who can paint. This is fantastic. What an exciting moment. Anybody watching, if this is your first color painting, we gotta celebrate. That is an exciting moment. We gotta celebrate these moments. Celebrate these wins. So I remember for me what it was like. So I'm gonna mass in his head a little bit here. See if we can do a sort of a chiaroscuro. See, there's a lot of solvent. That makes me kind of nervous. Gotta wait for that to dry a little bit. Let's load some more paint. So I'm starting to become. Where the heck's my pen? Jeez. Disappeared. Where'd it go? Lost my tube of. Oh, jeez. It's right here. How's that? Trying to find it. So I'm starting to become familiar with Mussini here. Shimki Mussini. I want to try. There's 3 brands that are available in Asia that I recommend. Shimki Mussini is one of them. And then we have Old Hollands here. You can order them here where I live in Thailand. You can get Old Hollands and Holbein. Okay, 1 second, please. I have class. Não tinha um nome, cara. Não tinha um nome. Não tinha um nome. Sorry about that. It's people trying to come into my house. Okay, now I'm lost. Where am I here? I like the sound it makes too. That okay. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. See if I can soften this edge a little bit. Not sure if I can. Oh, I can a little bit. There's a lot of medium up here and here. It makes me nervous. It's kind of wet. I don't want to wipe it. I like the value of it. Let me see if I could just clean it up. Okay, that's good. Just spread some of that medium out a little bit. It's starting to pool. A little too much medium there. I got overexcited. Let me, his head looks kind of weird. Let me just do this. Wasn't happy with that head. I can always bring it back. Watch this. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. It would look better if the camera was in my face. Okay. So let's see. So we got some modeling to do. We have pretty much the darkest darks on the canvas already. What I'd like to do is bring out the lightest lights, and that'll be right here at the crest. So I'm just going to take a clean cloth and dip it in my solvent right here. Just dip it in my solvent. And check this out. Here we go. Burnt umber rub out. Going to bring back the white. And there it is. Because I need to see my brightest bright. So just like in drawing, those of you who draw, you know this step. This step looks familiar, doesn't it? Remember we draw on tone paper? Once we establish our darks and then we establish the lights, and then we can do the halftones. Oh, this is so cool, huh? Just like drawing. Guys, this is amazing. Oh, shoot. Little dirty part there. The cloth is black, unfortunately. Maybe I should get a non-black cloth. Can even do a glow. That'd be kind of cool. Let me try that. Let me just try a glow and see if I can get a really, bright spot. Really dig in there and see if I can get that paint back out. What I could have done also is, remember when I laid the initial tone, is left the white of the canvas. Sometimes I do that as well. See how nice that looks? That looks nice and glowy. So cool. So obviously the rest of the necklace needs to go a little bit brighter. So let's do that now. So now we can see our value structure, my friends. This is awesome. The cloth is leaving some bits of fabric, which I don't want. Gotta be careful with that. Little specks of fabric, it's not good. And then let me try, I don't know if I'll succeed, but let me try to get that light in his headband here. That's why I got, oh, it does work a little bit. That's why I got the Q-tip here for some detailing. It's not gonna work really. Kind of works. Kind of works. Okay, so he's still wet up top. I don't like that. How much time we got? Oh, we got 15 minutes, plenty of time. It's very wet. And obviously, if I wasn't making a video, I would just take a break. I would take a break, walk away, let it dry naturally, maybe put a fan on here. But for this video, I gotta dry this quickly. Or I could just use less solvent. That'd be a better way to solve that. What's going on here? I want to bring back more of that white. Okay. Okay, that should be pretty good. So now I got to bring back some of the drawing. Let's do that now. I'd like to bring back the drawing in his head. It's kind of tricky. Having a this bit of glare and having a hard time getting this drawing back. It's pretty close. Okay. Let's keep going. I want to really nail the shape of his face, lock it in before I go into the halftones in his face. That would probably be the last step for this video. But you know, we're pretty really all of the painting technique you already saw. You understand your value structure. You draw, shadow mask, fill the shadow mask, dark is dark, light is light. And of course, the next step is halftone. Of course, you know, after halftones, once all the values are established and shapes are established, it's just refine, shape value edge, refine. That's all we do to finish this. And really, now you're watching the just me continuing to refine the drawing here. Such a cool character, this guy. Alex Pereira. Apparently he's descendant from a more of an indigenous tribe in Brazil. So that's what he's wearing here. Sort of a tribute to his indigenous tribe. Okay. That white looks pretty nice, or the tone looks pretty nice. Let's get some of this tone back in here. And I'm gonna wipe this. Hopefully I can wipe it. I'm gonna try to get a gradient of tone using cloth here without messing up the shape too much. I like the shape, obviously. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks looking pretty good. Let's see, angle. Oh my God, sorry. Sorry, camera's in my face. I can't move the way I want. Obviously, if I'm not recording, I don't have a camera in my face, so I can do this properly. So that's why I gotta move stuff around. Okay. But basically, it's drawing. You know, I had to get an accurate shape, which is drawing. So that is amazing. Amazing. That looks pretty good. You know, it looks pretty good right now. Obviously, we need some halftones in his face, but we're almost done, actually. Gosh, I wish some of this was a bit drier. Let's see if I can get some detail in this thing, in this necklace thing. You can even see a hint of the shadow. It's just so cool. Oh, look at that. Just basically drawing little lines with my brush to suggest the detail in the necklace. The necklace is such an important part of this design. I want to make sure that it reads really well, obviously. It's looking pretty cool. Pretty cool, I have to admit. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of what I did with the head. Well, let's see if I can. No, I'm gonna stop messing with the details. I want to model the egg, right? We need to model the egg a little bit. So let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can just mush. Oh, I can. Right now I'm taking dry brush. So I take my brush, make sure it's really dry, no solvent, no paint. And check this out. I'm just like moving the burnt umber around, just like charcoal drawing. This is great. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. You see how fast we got those ear tones? That's amazing. Dude, this is so amazing. Now the paint has to have the perfect dryness, and you need nice paint. So shout out to Massini. Guys, this paint is nice. Shimky Massini. If Shimky Massini's watching, your boy's open for sponsorship. This is nice burnt umber. Is this burnt umber? Yeah. This is nice burnt umber. I'm really happy with it so far. It reminds me of Gamblin. Gamblin's my favorite, but if you don't have access to Gamblin, check out Shimky Massini, guys. Look how cool this is. Oh my God, I'm so excited. You know, part of me, every time I do I record a demo, half of me is so nervous that it'll look terrible. because, you know, like I always say, I normally paint and draw in complete silence by myself. I like silence so I can have full concentration. So normally I'm worried that I'll be so distracted. Normally I'm too distracted to do a decent demo, but this one's working out pretty nicely, so I'm happy. And it's also a good paint technique, pretty good. It's not perfect. And I would prefer a better brush too. It's not the greatest brush. I would prefer Robert Simmons, which I don't have. Wow, what a cool exercise. I'm so glad someone taught me this. I don't know where it would be. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for, I swear, guys, I feel like, I don't want to say accident, but, you know, my journey to learning proper art um, wasn't smooth. Wasn't smooth, you know. I had to go through some bumps, and when I look back now, I'm just like amazed at how blessed I am to discover this body of knowledge. So hopefully some of you can benefit as well. How much time we got? Oh, we're almost done. Oh, we're almost done here. We have some nice drawing down. I'd like to bring out the highlight in his nose. Really, that's probably the last thing I'm gonna do, and then refine some of the dark. So let's bring this back. We'll refine that. I'm gonna take, see if I can, I got cheap Q-tips too. There it is. Bring back the highlight in his nose. Let's see if I can soften this edge with a brush. Okay, this brush is too wet. So just like drawing, when we make an eraser mark, that's basically what we're doing here, making an eraser mark. You want to come back in and blend it, soften it. It's not quite, doesn't quite have the effect that I want. Maybe it's a little too dark, I think, overall. Okay, good. And then I really, really want that crescendo highlight on the nose. I'm gonna try to get it now. And then that'll probably be a good stopping point here. Well, let me get some dark accents. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use my cloth. I don't know if I can succeed here, especially with a camera in my face. Oh my God, this is not easy. Normally, I would not have a camera in my face, and I could make this mark very easily. Oh my God. I'm trying to do this on camera. I hope you guys appreciate it. You see, I fucked up. Yeah. Okay, so the shape is messed up because the value is correct, but the shape is messed up. I tried to do it on camera. And of course, it's 10 times as difficult. That mark is already hard. Drawing this face is already hard, and then I got to try to record a demo at the same time and talk. Jesus, forget about it. That's not easy. Anyway, sorry. I don't mean to get angry. It's just, it's frustrating, you know? Because I know I could draw this easily, but I'm trying to draw and make a video. It makes it 10 times as hard. If I was to draw this alone without a video camera, it would look 10 times as good and be done. I'd be done already. It just frustrates me. It's frustrating, you know, when you have, you know, you can do better, but you have limitations and things. Okay, that's pretty much it, my friends. His mouth isn't quite reading right. It's missing the highlight of the upper lip. Let's see if I can get some of that back. Okay, I got some of it back. Let's get some of his chin back. His chin flattened out big time and shrunk. We want to get the big manliness of his jaw, the thickness of his jaw and chin. Okay, it's back. That's good. Let's bring some of that cast shadow back. Okay, so now it's working. Now I'm not so angry anymore. The drawing is starting to look decent again. Okay, so now I'm happy again. The drawing's working. Just makes me mad, you know, like I said. I know what an excellent drawing should look like, and when I don't do it, it pisses me off, you know. And especially when I know I could easily do it under better conditions. But anyway, this is working out nicely, and we are almost done, my friends. I'm just returning some of these darks back to his face, cleaning up some of these shapes. I really need a small, sharp brush to get that nose. I'm gonna switch to a different brush here. Okay, this is such a headache. I'm trying to paint as much on camera as I can for you guys. It is so painful. It's so painful. It's like I have to move my hand in these strange ways. So unnatural, so uncomfortable. When I could just easily do it off camera and be done with it, but that was a bad idea. Damn, a little bit of unwanted tone there. Yeah, you see, I need to move. This is so difficult. So difficult. Trying to get all of this. Okay. I was trying to clean up that cast shadow edge, but it's not going to happen. I really need to stop recording because now I'm getting into the precision of the drawing. We're really done with the painting part. The painting part is you just saw it. It's the whole setup, the whole process, the method. Now we're just refining the drawing, refine, refine, refine. So this is the hard, slow part that's not fun to watch anyway, because we're really done with all the basics. So we're just gonna refine, refine, refine until we get the look that we want. See that nose? Oh my God. That. Yeah, this nose is in it. Forget it. It's frustrating. I could draw this nose in my sleep. I can draw it well and quickly and easily, but there's a camera in my face, so it's like I can't hit. I can't draw properly. It's very frustrating right now. Anyway, sorry. Okay, that's as close as I'm gonna get. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so we are pretty much done. I think I'm gonna call it a day. We didn't take a break today. We had lots of distractions. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. This is nice burnt umber. It's very opaque and rich. It's not too expensive, this brand. I'm really happy with this brand. I want to try the Old Holland now. I'm very familiar with this Shimkey. Okay, that's a good stopping point here. That's a good stopping point. Obviously, there's some things that need to be worked out. I'm not perfectly happy with the drawing, but that's okay. It's as best as I can do. It's best as I can do with today's demo. Lots of things to improve and refine, but we're going to stop right here. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And don't forget, if you like this video, you like my work, you like the way I explain things, and believe me, I do have a premium course. And this premium course, I did hire a video production company. So it wasn't just me trying to record. It's a very professional production. And it's basically a guided journey from drawing to painting. So if you want to become a painter, if you've been drawing for a while, you want to become a painter, you want to make the transition, and you want some expert guidance, you want me to save you hours, months, and years of your time trying to figure it out on your own. Don't waste years like I did. Get the guidance of an expert. Go to www.penciltopalette.art and you can learn more about my course. So thank you so much, my friends. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.